Hello everyone. Today we are continuing with the topic neutralization of the chapter acid, bases and salts. First we'll get to know what exactly is neutralization. Neutralization is a chemical reaction where an acid and a base reacts together to form salt and to liberate water. Neutralization is the reaction where acid reacts with base to produce salt and water. Why is this neutralization reaction important? For balancing the pH level of a certain substances, thereby reducing acidity or basicity according to our need. Now we'll look into an example where exactly is this applicable. One such example is this reaction. What is this reaction? Hydrochloric acid, which is an acid, reacts with sodium hydroxide and its chemical formula is NaOH, and hydrochloric acid's chemical formula is HCl, thereby resulting in formation of salt. Which is this salt? The chemical name of this salt is sodium chloride, and it also liberates some amount of water. This will be the equation for that. HCl plus NaOH gives rise to NaCl plus H2. Okay, this was one of the examples which happens in the laboratory. Next, we'll go ahead with applications of this neutralization. How does this neutralization process helps us in our daily life? First is indigestion. Indigestion is anything where it causes discomfort to your stomach. It may be either stomach pain, gastric, anything. What is gastric now? Gastric is when excess stomach acid, which is again HCl, is produced in our stomach. This causes gastric, which in turn causes discomfort and pain. Now, antacids are one of such substances which help in curing of this indigestion. What does antacids exactly do? Antacids are nothing but antacids. These are the opposites of acids. So, can you guess what these antacids can be? These are usually bases. Sorry. These substances are usually basic substances which help in neutralizing the acids. Well, for example, common antacids ingredients are usually magnesium hydroxide, calcium carbonate, and other substances which you can get in medical stores. What does this do? When we have excess acids secreted in our stomach, when we consume antacids, these substances go on neutralizing the acid, excess amount of acid, thereby reducing the symptoms like heartburn and sore stomach. When any discomfort is caused in the stomach, the first thing we have to do is consume some antacid. Next, when an insect stings you, or if an insect stings anybody in that matter, what should we do? We can apply the logic of neutralization there too. Insect stings usually contains acids such as formic acid, which can lead to irritation and pain and also swelling in some cases. If we apply some basic substances to that place of sting, it will reduce that sting, in turn relieving the pain. Next, are all the bee stings or all the insect stings acidic in nature? No. In some of the cases, for example, a wasp sting is usually alkaline. Alkaline is nothing but one of the bases. Alkaline's other name is bases. Okay. We will apply weak acidic substances to neutralize this wasp sting, thereby again relieving the pain. Next, how does neutralization help in farming? Even in farming, in some cases, over the time, soil will turn into acidic or basic based on how a farmer is treating his soil. We'll take the example of acidity. If over the time acidity of the soil is increased, what will happen? The crops will die out sooner. They will, if it is not treated properly, the crops will die out and thereby reducing the yield. So what should we do? We should apply, or if not we, the farmer should apply lime or some base to it to reduce the acidity of the soil, thereby ensuring that the yields are better by neutralizing the acidity in the soil. Even in such cases, if he applies excess of a basic substances, the soil will turn into a basic. So we have to in turn then apply acidic substances to neutralize it again. Both are extreme cases. Too much acidic, too much basic, both causes the plant to die. We should treat both the cases. In this case, we have just took acidity of the soil. So these are some questions. Why do we take antacid? I already explained it to you. Next, why is acidic soil bad? Why is it bad in some cases? I already explained. If there is some excess acidity in the soil, the plants will burn. You will see some genetic mutation. You will see some mutation, some changes in the plants, which is not desirable to you, and you cannot sell it or use it for your requirement. That's why acidic soil is bad. And of course, why do we take antacids? We already discussed. This was all for the acid, bases and salts chapter and the neutralization topic. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.